All right, it's Thursday, everyone. It's time for live class. On Tuesday, I gave you homework to look up the term hori tolki, because that's what we're going to be working on tonight with our hand techniques. So the answer to hori tolki is waist twisting. So we're going to be working on twisting our waist and hips to generate power, as we always should be. So at home, we've been doing a lot of marching drills because I just assume everybody doesn't have a lot of space to march and move forward into our C-step, which is usually how we practice generating our power. So I do that inside, outside style C-step, and it makes me turn my hips. So we're going to do something a little different today that'll still give us that some exercise for waist twisting. So let's get to it. We'll start warming up first by taking your head and looking up and down and getting your neck nice and loose. If you're working at home, you may stare at a computer all day. If you're in physical, doing some physical work like myself in the mornings, this is also great to get nice and loosened up before a workout. We're going to go left and right, back and forth, and then ear to shoulder. Nice, and then I'll see it real tight. Roll those shoulders. And then backwards. All right, before we get to full arm swings, we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So we're going to take some deep breaths in here and bring your shoulders all the way up as high as you can to your ears, and then let out all the air. Big breath out, almost like a sigh to relax the whole body. So we're going to just a deep breath in. Two more of those. Deep breath in. And then one last one. Deep breath in. Good. All right, we'll circle the arms forward. And then backwards. And then in to out. Sorry, opposite directions, not in to out. Other direction. Now we'll do in to out. We'll twist here, reaching, working on that waist twisting, or hori tolki. Doing that all night tonight. I'll be also saying the term in Korean. Let's keep with that theme of at home. You're on your honor to be saying the term back in Korean as I'm demonstrating it for you before we get to the reps to help you retain or memorize and learn your Korean. All right, we'll put our knuckles on our belts or our hips. Go big circles, rotating the hips around. And then other direction. Good. And when we get those feet a little bit past shoulder, we're going to do some windmills today. So we're going to put our arms out. We're going to do 10 windmills. Hana, duo, set, net, hasa, yasat, go, yero, aho, yo. All right, so instead of jumping jacks today, we're going to do a slide shuffle side kick. I've done this drill in class with a partner, but we can do this drill without a partner. Just make sure you have a little bit of space to move back and forth, and nobody's in your way as far as we move, so you aren't tripping over anything or kicking anybody or anything. So you're going to take a relaxed, we'll call it a relaxed horse stance, a little bit wider than usual. We don't want too low of a knee bend because we want to be able to move. So I'm going to shuffle, and as I shuffle, I bring my leg up, I side kick, put it down, then I shuffle back, and then kick the other way. So we're going to get a little bit of a rhythm moving back and forth as we do this exercise, and we want to get the pace going. We're only going to go and do 10 of them, but the catch is it's 10 on each side. So we're going to count on the second kick for our rep as we get these down. So we get our ready position here, and we'll do 10 shuffle kicks. Here we go. And hana, duo, set, net, hasad, yasad, go, yero, Yo. Good, we're shaking that off. Okay, so push-ups tonight. Never skipping push-ups. Just gonna do them a little bit differently tonight. We're gonna do a 4-count push-up. So we're gonna only do 10, but it's gonna be 4 counts. So what that means is we're gonna go halfway, and then all the way, and then halfway, and then all the way. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's gonna be 1 push-up. So we'll count in Korean on the way up. That'll be the easiest way to keep track. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as we come up, we'll count that as our Korean to complete our push-up. So 4-count push-ups, only 10. You guys can do 10. Here we go. 2, 3, hana. 1, 2, 3, do. 1, 2, 3, set. 1, 2, 3, net. 1, 2, 3, hasa. 1, 2, 3, yasa. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, yoro. 1, 2, 3, hop. 1, 2, 3, yo. Good. Shake that off. We're gonna move over to our crunches now. Standard crunches today, nothing fancy. Just 30 crunches. Remember, the key is to get those shoulders off the floor, tense the abs up each time you come up. So 30 good crunches, here we go. Hana, do, set, net, tasa, yasa, go, yo, hop, yo, hana, do, set, net, tasa, yasa, go, yo, hop, yo, hana, do, set, net, tasa, yasa, go, yo, hop, yo. And we're standing up, shaking it off, catching our breath. All right, so limber up kicks. Take a ball chagi shumbi, that means front stretch kick position. We're ready for stretch kick. And we're gonna do same side, limber up kick. As we do limber up kick, remember, keep your knees straight because we're stretching at the hamstrings. We're not doing an actual kick. We're getting our legs ready to kick. So we're gonna bring your legs straight up to the same shoulder. Do your best to not hunch over. You wanna bring the leg to the shoulder, not the body to the leg on this. So I wanna bring it straight up as I go. So we're gonna do 10 times on each side to the same shoulder. Here we go. Hana, do, set, net, hasa, yasa, yo, yo, hop, yo. Changing sides, kyore. Other side, hana, do, set, net, tasa, yasa, yo, yo, hop, yo. Changing sides, kyore. Now we're going to do the opposite shoulder. So you're going to bring your leg across to the other side. Now, you're not going to get quite as high as a stretch, but it'll stretch a little bit differently. And make sure we get all of the hamstrings to this. So opposite shoulder this time. Hana, yo, set, net, hasa, yasa, yo, yo, ho, yo. Changing sides, kyore. Other side, hana, yo, set, net, hasa, yasa, yo, yo, ho, yo. Changing sides, kyore. So now we're in to out, stretch kick. So if it helps you at home, take the same hand that we're kicking, lift, and put it out, and you're gonna in to out into the hand. And if it helps to give your brain a mental visual goal. So if you put it at a place you want to kick, and if you hit it, your brain goes, oh, that's awesome. So you want to raise it up a little bit, and you hit it again each time. You raise it up, raise your hand higher and higher, and that'll help improve your stretch. So we'll put our hand out, we'll do 10 into out. Hana, yo, set, net, hasa, yasa, yo, yuro, ho, yo, kyore. Other side, hana, do, set, going to keep the same hand, the one that's in front. So you notice I didn't switch my hands this time. I'm going to go out to in. So into the hand. And I'm clapping with one hand and one foot. So remember, out to in 10 times. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Hasa. Yasa. Yo. Yuro. Aho. Yo. Switching sides. Kyore. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Hasa. Yasa. Yo. Yo. Aho. Yo. Good. From here, we're going to go back to Chumbi. We're going to put one hand out to the side. I'm going to finish our stretch kicks with our side stretch, just lifting, boom, touching the hand. Try to keep your best side kick position the whole time. So when you flare your toes up, we're not in a side kick position anymore. We're not stretching the same way. So if anything, I want to try to lead with my heel as I do this, and you won't feel like you're getting as high of a stretch. And also, try to resist the urge to kind of teeter onto the floor and bring your top down, because now it's going to take away from your stretch. So if you can only get this high, that's awesome. Just keep improving, keep doing this stretch, you'll get higher. So starting from here, 10 times. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Tasa. Yasa. Yo. Yaro. Aho. Yo. Other side. Ha. Do. Set. Net. Hasa. Yasa. Yo. Yaro. Aho. Yo. Very good. All right. So here we are. We're on to our hand techniques. We're working on hori tuolki, or waist twisting. So the way we're going to do every one of our hand techniques tonight is we're going to step out and do the first block at, like, we'll call it normal speed. So we'll step out. Boom. All right. We'll repeat that technique, twisting, a little bit quicker. So what I want you to do is use the energy to twist your body back and forth. Don't block with your arm, because we never block with our arms. I've said many times in class, my arms are weak. They're weak, but my body is strong. So I'm using my body to block and hit with people. I'm not using my arms. My arms are just what the energy gets transferred out of as I generate it from here. This is the energy. So what we're going to do, our first one is a hadan maki. It's the only block, the only technique we're going to do. So you step out, block, turn, 1, 2. And again, that's slow, and that's as quick as you go, that's fine. And if you're not wearing your belt at home, you need to imagine you're wearing your belt, because this exercise is helped out a lot if you are, because you want to move these belt tails. So I'm here, boom, boom. All right, notice they whip it around. And that's your goal for tonight when we do that, to feel the power in your hips, because that's the true power of doing a technique, is being able to generate it from here and not be all arm. So one more time. First technique is hadan maki, twist, twist. All right, we're gonna do that as one repetition. We'll do it 3 times, initiating towards the one side, and then 3 times initiating towards the other side. So here we go. Hana. Whipping those hips. Do. Set. Good. Now I'm going to go with the other way with the initial block. Hana. Do. Set. All right, so that's hadan maki. We're going to do the same thing with sangdan maki now. Exact same principle. Step out, high block, turn, boom, boom. Use this to push your body through the motion. Your arm will end up where it needs to be. So you know you're doing a high block. So sangdan maki. Hana. Do. Set. so next single block, and then we're going to do a combination. So the next single block is aneso, pakaro, maki, or inside to outside block. So aneso, inside, pakiso, outside, maki, block. So inside block, turn, boom, boom. I'm using my body to throw my arm. All right. One more time. Aneso, pakaro, maki, turn, turn. All right. Just imagine you're just doing this. All right. This is the key to martial arts power right here. This thing you used to do when you're bored as a kid. Stand there bored. This is the key to martial arts power. So that's what we're using tonight. We're amplifying it, making it super strong. So chumi, aneso, pakaro, maki. Hana! Do. Set. Other side. Hana! Oh! Set. Okay. Challenge time. Yuk Su. So Yuk Su is in front stance, Chonko Jase, Sudo Maki, Chongdan Kong Hyuk. So we're going to step into our Chonko Jase, Yuk Su, turn, Yuk Su, turn, Yuk Su. All right, so you may have to go a little bit slower to make sure your technique is still proper. Technique over speed, always. Your speed will get there. Technique is always, always, always most important and should be worked on first. So Yuk Su. Hana! Do. Set. Going the other way. Hana. Do. Set. And back to chumi. All right, so now we're going to do our last few combinations in huko jase, or fighter stance. So huko jase, weights back. So when we do this one, with the front stance, we're stepping out, and I'm turning. I'm shifting my weight. You should feel your weight shift from one leg to the other, pushing forward. So when I do it in fighter stance, we're going to do a Hadan Sudo first, or Sangsu. So Hadan Sangsu Sudo Maki, a really long name. We'll just say Hadan Sudo for short, is our low knife block. So when we step out, boom, low knife. I'm going to transfer weight back now. As I pull back, I twist, and pull back again. All right, so front stance was forward. Huko Jase, fighter stance is back. So I'm going to shift my weight. Imagine sitting quickly into a chair that keeps moving. It's over there. It's over there. I'm trying to sit down. So I want to move and sit quickly into that, and that's going to help twist my hips. All right, we have moves like this in forms, don't we? So if you know Byung-Han Sadan, for instance, it's here and then here. All right, so we're going to work on that type of thing. We're taught now, quick brief history lesson before we get, when I was taught Sadan, count one was boom, boom. Now they broke it up, make it easier to teach each count. 1, 2, that way. So this is a way to practice the way it was done the old way to get that power back. So we're gonna work on Hadan, boom, turn, turn. All right, so Hadan, Sudo. Here we go, 3 times. Hadan! Using your head to look. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. Use your head. Make sure you should be looking and locating your target each turn. Do. Set. Good. All right, other side. Hana. Do. Set. All right, so we did Hadan Sudo. We're going to do the same thing with Chongdan Sudo. So Chongdan is middle section. So middle section block. Or Chongdan Sangsu Sudo Maki, double knife and middle block. So we'll just say Chongdan Sudo for short. Bring it here. You should be looking over the tips of your fingers when you finish in this technique. So we're gonna step out, boom, twist, boom, twist, boom. I'm looking at my front hand each time, whipping my hand with my hips. From Chumbi. Hana! Do! Set! Good. Hana! Do! Set! Excellent. Okay, so last one, Yuk Jin. All right, so it's a combination. Yuk Jin is knife block, middle punch in fighter stance. Fukodase. So Yuk Jin is the name for that whole technique. So here we go. Yuk Jin. Hana. Ha. Do. Set. Good. Out of the way. Hana. Do. Set. Back to Chumbi. Good. All right. Shake that off. So that's Hori Horoki with waist twisting with hand technique. So we're doing a little bit of waist twisting with our kicks tonight. We're going to do some combinations that are using different variations of the same kick. Some of them we're just gonna spin. We're starting with lead leg. So the theme with our kicks really is lead leg. And with our rear leg, after you do the rear leg kick, we're always gonna bring it back. So we'll get right to the first combination. First one is inside outside kick. So aneso pakaro chaki. Then I'm gonna do a rear leg aneso pakaro chaki. Bring it all the way back. Then I'm gonna do a spinning Dritolio. Aneso pakaro chaki. All right, general disclaimer. We're spinning. Make sure there's no one or thing around that will get hurt or hurt you by doing this kick. All right, here we go. Hana. Do. Set. Switch sides. Ayo. Hana. Do. Set. All right. Kyode. All right, so now this is a little bit more challenging. So here we go. Lead leg, up chaki. Front kick. Rear leg, up chaki. Front kick. I'm going to bring it around, jump spinning with a faking motion or an Edon motion. Boom. And front kick with the lead leg. So one more time, we'll break it down. Up chaki, lead leg. Up chaki, rear leg. Jump spinning, up chaki, lead leg. All right, here we go 3 times. Hana. Hiya. Do. Hiya. Set. Hiya. Other side. Hiya. Hiya. Do. Hiya. Set. All right, next one is lead leg, Yuk chaki. Boom. Rear leg, Yuk chaki. Boom. Remember, we're bringing it back. Rear leg, Dea Dritolio chaki. Boom. All right. If you're not up to Dea Dritolio chaki, you can still do on the ground Dritolio chaki or back kick without, and you get the same workout. So without the jump, 1, 2, 3, and I'll do it with the jump. Here we go. Hana. Aya. both sides up. Hi-ya! Ha! No! Hi-ya! Set. Hi-ya! Good. All right, next kick. Lead leg, Dolio Chaki. Round kick. Rear leg, Dolio Chaki. Round kick. All right, this time, no spin, but we are jumping, so Idan. Dolio Chaki. Jumping round kick with the fake. Lead Dolio, rear leg Dolio, Idan Dolio. So, round kicks all around. I did not do that on purpose. All right, here we go. Hana! Aya! Do! Ayo! Set! Ayo! Other side. Hana! Ayo! Oh! Ayo! Set! Ayo! Alright, Yode. Next one, we're going to use Yoporio Chaki. So hooking kick, lead leg, Yoporio Chaki. Boom. Rear leg, Yoporio Chaki. Boom. We're bringing it back. We're going to turn Duitolio, Yoporio Chaki. So turning hook kick. Lead leg, rear leg, turning. Hook kick, Yoporio Chaki. 3 times. Hana! Ho! Aya! Do! Ayo! Set! Ayo! Other side. Hana! Ayo! Do! Ayo! Last one on this side. Set! Ayo! Reset. Kyode. All right, last one of the night. We're doing Bichaki and then tornado kick. Do not know the word in Korean for tornado kick, so if you want to do some extra research and enlighten me, because I've yet to find one for tornado kick that would actually fit properly. So look it up for me. Tell me, Master Akari, this is tornado kick in Korean. Anyway, so we're going to Bichaki, diagonal kick with the lead leg. Boom. Bichaki with the back leg. Boom. Bring it back. And then our tornado kick is a jump, spinning, faking, outside, inside, crescent kick. So what does that mean? I'm going to bring my back leg to fake, and front leg does the kick with an outside, inside motion. Here we go. Hana! 1, 2. Ayo! Do! Ha! Set! Ayo! Other side. Hana! Ayo! Do! Ha! Set! Ayo! All right, shake that off. Quick stretch, as always. Work the legs good. Nice strong front stretch. Make sure you're breathing nice and deep as you do this. And twisting or changing. So the theme of tonight, we did a lot of waist twisting for our kicks. Hey, guess what? You can't kick without your waist twisting or your hips moving. It's kind of necessary. You can't show me a kick that you can do without moving that part of your body. Switch sides. Hori Tolki. all of your power that we generate is from that. And it's the way you snap your head, the way you move your feet, the way you push your hips through the motion. And the way you can practice that, in addition to line drill and drills that we did, are your forms. There are various movements in your Hyungs, bring it back to center, where we're practicing our Hori Tolki. Our first turn, if we do any of our forms from the second movement to the second count to the third count, we're going across the form. We're doing a big twist, Hori Tolki. Spider-Man stretch on one side. Your big turn after you reach the T of a form. That's a big twist, a big practice. That's Hori Tolki. We're practicing waist twisting. We're practicing generating the power. Other side. And then we start doing our one steps. And we start applying it with a person. And those of you who are doing takedowns or wrist locks for our self-defense and things like that. Sumo stretch. If you're not using proper Hori Tolki, proper waist twisting, the technique doesn't work. So if you've ever had trouble with these techniques, are your hips moving? I've used in the kids class. Are you doing the dancing Santa motion? I'll show you that in a second. Hands on the floor, up, and then rotate those feet in. Nice long hamstring stretch one more time. Good, and back up. Shake that off. All right, so your self-defense. I'm working on some. We're gonna do it with Dylan the other day with his wrist locks. Instead, we gotta use that twist. So we use this twist. Looks familiar, right? We do those in forms all the time. So we do our wrist throw. There's our Hori Tolki. Use our T-Rex arms and pull with our waist and our hips to pull the person through with all of our energy. Doing this does not work. I call this the dancing Santa. I used to work at KB Toys, and they used to have that thing out in the front during Christmas time. They would sing songs and do this the whole time. And horrible, horrible, horrible display of how to do any kind of self-defense or waist power, because this does not work, okay? But this, that does. So practice it in your forms, apply it in your one steps in self-defense. Hori Tolki it's the powerhouse here. This is where you generate your power, all right? It's also in line with your Danjan. So that'll be another word for you guys to look up. So I'm gonna give you one more word to look up for the weekend. Message me what it means, your Tanjan. All right, so tell me where it is, tell me what it is. All right, has to do with energy. So that'll be your hint on which way to go. Great workout tonight. Hope you're as sweaty as I am. You got a great workout like I did. I'm working hard just like you guys are, as I do. I'm not just bumbling through it. I'm making sure I'm showing it to the best of my ability, so it brings out the best of your ability. Show me some training clips. I love to see those. Keep them up. As the weather starts getting nicer, hopefully it stays getting nicer. Show me some outdoor training clips. Show me what you're working on. That helps me see that you're improving. So I love seeing you guys training, what you're doing, and how you're trying to make yourself improve. And those are awesome for me to see. So I love seeing those. Check in. Make sure you tell me you're here tonight so I can put you in attendance. Have a great weekend. If I don't speak to you before then, Kenyet. 1, 2, 3. Tongsu.